Hey, welcome back to day 2 of the 3-day Copy to Cash Challenge. I'm John Benson, CEO and creator of Benson AI. And today is focused on 5 different pieces of copy that you can generate. We've got emails, we've got ads, we've got VSLs, we've got an advertorial, and we have a website. So you get to choose your adventure or choose all 5. Our first video was all about emails. If you want that, check that out. This video is all about ads. Now, the cool thing about Benson is it's been trained on ads that have done over 6 figures in profit. So that's how we basically picked all the frameworks and all the teaching that we dumped into Benson. It's very cool. We're going to show you a couple of ways to create these ads. The very first way, the easiest way, is to go into what's called the ad generator. So I'm here at my dashboard. I'm going to click the project creator, which is where all the frameworks live. And you can see it right here, but I'm going to choose the memory course that we've been working on. Memory Blueprint, rather, for college students, because you know, if you've been watching this, I started with nothing and now I've got all this. Click Ad Generator, so memory ads. Name it something you can remember. All right, now check this out. Is there something specific you'd like Benson to focus on when crafting your copy today? In other words, is there a little field that you want to add, like, I don't know, let's focus on how much of a pain it is to read an entire textbook. I'm just making this up, let's see what it does. I have no idea. Click the magic button, and within seconds. Studying feels like a never-ending battle, especially when you have to cram an entire semester's worth of information to a thick textbook into your brain the night before an exam. You see what it did with that? Isn't that cool? But imagine a different scenario. NLP. Imagine. It's a hypnotic command. One where you don't just read your textbooks, but you actually remember every crucial detail without burning midnight oil. It's not a fantasy. It's exactly what the Brainy Student's Guide to Memory Mastery offers. So boom, you've got your ad. Now, if I want another ad, I just click Regenerate. That's it. I'm going to have a completely different ad entirely. Reading entire textbooks can feel like a marathon you never signed up for. It's tedious, it's overwhelming, it's downright frustrating, especially when you can't remember a thing for your exams. Are you seeing the power here? Are you seeing the power? Let me give you a little bit of marketer insight. The marketers that I work with, the marketers using Benson as well, marketers I've worked with throughout the decades I've done this, they all have one thing in common. They test hundreds of ad creatives when they have a campaign, and they make millions of dollars because they find a winning ad, but sometimes it takes them 20, 30, 50 tries to do it. So this is a game of numbers. I created 2 like that, just like that. You can create all 50 in an hour. You can be testing like crazy. Find out which hook works the best, then narrow that down. That alone will easily, way more than pay for Benson ever will cost you. Boom, there you do. It's the same thing I would do for everything else that I just did in the first lesson in day 2, which was emails. Go back and check that out if you haven't already. But this is essentially refine and focus, do whatever I want to do to make it even more mine, okay? So notice how punchy the copy is. Interactive exercises, personalized study plans, techniques that tap into your brain's amazing abilities. I don't have to do much. It's very good. I'm not changing much of anything, okay? So this is good. And again, nothing else in the world will write like this. So this is really, really cool. Again, I might add to my subject lines or headlines by choosing the headline generator, the same thing I did in the email exam. I'll come over here, I'll select a blank space, I'll choose refiners, type headline wizard, and run it, and come up with 10 different headlines I can use, okay? Can't remember what you read, do this. Retain information with this simple trick. Ditch the all-nighters with a memory mastery guide. Boom, I can literally click every single one of these, or I can just copy and paste. So that's probably what I do, just make it easier. So copy, come over here, paste this right over here. Now I've got all those other ones I can use. I can trash that. And now I've got a ton of headlines I can test that quick. Pretty freaking amazing. But this is just one framework. We have lots of frameworks in here. These are ideal for video ads, long form video ads. Do you offer a guarantee? I'll say 30-day money back guarantee. Okay. Notice I'm not having to do any copywriting at all. Kind of cool. And I am a professional copywriter, so I feel like I'm cheating. Okay, there we go. we have our ad. Again, that's simple. Again, look at the size of this thing. This is an ad script that you can read or have a voiceover read it. You've got yourself a YouTube ad. That simple. Boom. And this is called the best gift, okay? So becoming the most popular academic gift of the year. Yeah, that's a really good angle for an ad, don't you think? Yeah. But see, I wouldn't have necessarily thought of it, but I don't have to, because Benson's been trained in this. And we know, again, 6-figure ads, we know they're very profitable. Save it, come to my next one, and this is how fast I can create an entire ad campaign. Oh, I didn't tell Benson anything about my credentials. I'm going to say I have a PhD in memory physics. Okay. I don't think there is such a thing. But that's okay. This is a demo. Put your real credentials in there, please. I'm John Benson, a PhD in memory physics. It's like, okay, that's pretty funny. Okay, it's still writing. Wow, it's pretty long. So if I didn't like that, the regenerate button is your friend. Notice it's completely different, right? Well, it's because when you tell it to regenerate, that's our fancy way of saying, you didn't get it quite right. Try again, okay? Learn a little bit more, okay? Have you tried this new studying method? I'm John Benson, got a PhD. So it just started with a question, okay? And I'm helping countless students overcome their study challenges. I've discovered the single most effective way to improve memory retention. You see, it's doing all the copywriting for you. You don't have to do it anymore. You really don't. If I want to save this and refine it, I can. I can come in here and say, I want to create even more excitement, for example, and just create the whole thing and just add a little bit of excitement buzzwords in here, right? Okay, but notice what it's doing here. Okay, it's saying, hey, I'm John Benson. After aiding numerous students with their study hurdles, I've uncovered the most efficient method to boost memory retention. Notice it's just boosting this up a little bit, just making it a little bit more exciting. I only use this sparingly, by the way. Like, I don't use create more excitement. I'll use create more excitement only in a short paragraph like this, because it can be a little wordy, and I don't want to be too wordy. After guiding numerous students to their academic hurdles, I've uncovered the most potent method to boost memory retention. I love that one. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to trash this, and I love the single most effective way. I love both of them, though. They're both really good. Okay? And then, of course, you can bold that if you want to. By the way, I don't bold and italicize in Benson because I'm not going to be using this in Benson, but just if you want to see what I would do, this is kind of what I would do. Okay, so there you go. Whole series of ads. You got a whole bunch of them you can play with here. These are all really, really high-performing ads. They're a lot of fun to mess with. Now, that's not the only thing I want you to look at today. I want you to come over here and look at another thing in the project creator. I'm going to select memory again. And by the way, I could select anything at all. I could select any of my blueprints. I have blueprints all over the map. I sell in the fitness space. I sell obviously in the AI space. It does not matter. I'm just using the memory one because you saw me create the memory one in day one from scratch using nothing but 36 words, okay? Pretty cool, right? So I want you to see what you would be doing if you have Benson. Of course you have Benson. Of course you're going to buy it. Of course you are. Who wouldn't, right? But check this out. This is really cool. I want you to check out the YouTube ad. So I'm going to select ads and just type in YouTube. Well, I don't have to because it's right here in front of me. And I'll say YouTube, memory. Now, why YouTube specifically? Well, the ad generator will definitely do YouTube ads. It's not like it won't do it. But these are really highly specific to YouTube ads. So for example, I don't want to fill all that in right now, so we're just going to give you an example. This is called the Educate formula. So this is specific to a marketer named Tom Breeze. He's one of our YouTube partners, and they use this formula for a lot of their multi-million-dollar ad clients. We have it inside Benson. So these are really hyper-specific to YouTube in particular. As you can see, it's the whole script is boom. It's done for you that fast. Now, you've got an ad to a webinar in case you're running a webinar. Okay, if you want to add a focus for the ad, you can do it here. What's the first name providing the testimonial? I'll say Dave, because it's going to ask you for testimonials. Now you have an ad on YouTube for a webinar, and YouTube is a great place to advertise for webinars. So you get the idea here. I want you to use YouTube ads liberally. You can do this and basically build your entire ad network using nothing but the ad generator and YouTube ads. But there's one more thing I want to show you in today's tutorial, and it's something that's become super popular, especially on social media. That's UCG ads. Now UCG is the user is basically doing, hey, I'm talking into my phone, I'm gonna show you something kind of cool. It feels really natural, so those scripts are really different. Well, we've trained Benson on UCG because they're some of the most popular ad mechanisms or frameworks in existence right now. So I'll go over here to the memory again for college students, select ads, and come down to the UCGs. Now, these got popular on TikTok. Don't let that fool you. Use them on, believe you me, I got a lot of guys using them on Facebook and YouTube and they're killing it. So UCG, memory. And I'm gonna show you the subtle differences here in this ad technique, in this ad style. Nothing to fill out, just click a button, okay? Now, super short. Notice that they're all just, because this is basically how UCG would be. You would have every single word on this as a closed caption at the bottom of the video. If you want to improve memory, get this, NLP, right off the bat. Because my struggling to remember information for exams, I saw a video online explaining too much information causes stress and memory issues. In fact, outdated techniques. So this is me talking to a phone. Even one size fits all approach contribute to poor grades. So in order to retain attention, you need to do this. So I'm talking to my phone, and you can actually do this and actually turn and show people what you're looking at, okay? And it will do ads very much like that. So I can go to the video version 2, for example, click the magic button. Let me show you how I took my memory from this, whatever this is, to top notch in just 4 weeks. So it'd be showing something really poor, like a C, to top notch in just 4 weeks. So you're actually showing someone something on your phone. Again, UCG, very cool. Studies show how poor study habits cause memory retentions. They recommend this powerful video training. Notice it's they recommend. So it's a person saying, hey, they recommend this thing called the Brainy Student's Guide to Memory Mastery. So it's a really good way to utilize ads because you're getting kind of a third-party testimonial in the ad, even though it could be somebody reading it as a pro. Highly suggest you taking advantage of UCG. Okay, that is the ad tutorial for Benson. We've done emails, we've done ads. We're gonna move on now to advertorials. Now, what is an advertorial? We're gonna explain it in the next session. See you there.